welcome to the Coffee Break Podcast. I am your host, Melissa.
And I'm your co-host, Elisa. Did your elbow hit the wall?
No, it's a chair.
Oh, okay. I was like, why are you not in pain right now? I know, that sounded like it hurt.
I will probably do that one day, and we'll get it on camera.
Or she'll elbow someone like me or something like that.
Or a guest.
A guest, yeah. Imagine Ashley coming back and boom! Lord have mercy on your soul. Welcome, everyone, to the Coffee Break Podcast. For those of you who don't know who we are, we're that friend you haven't seen in a long time, that cousin that moved back into town, or that Disney fanatic friend that just came to visit for Thanksgiving because no one is there at Disneyland on Thanksgiving or the day after Thanksgiving because they're all Black Friday shopping.
Boo.
I wonder, does anyone go to Disney for Black Friday shopping? I would actually like to check that out.
That's a good question, but
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure it's flooded. It's probably flooded there.
Well, on Thanksgiving, no one's there.
Okay.
You know what?
Then.
I'll go Friday. I'm going to go check on Friday. I'm going to be like, anyone here? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Stop hitting the chair on the wall. You're making me freak out.
Doing weird things.
Stop touching.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, we talk about topics such as, oh my gosh, you're too loud.
I'm sorry.
No, she's not.
I'm sorry, audio people. Or people who listen in their headphones.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry
gosh.
For my loudness.
She's very loud.
This chair is really loud too. So sorry about that too. And I am not farting. It's the chair. Okay? Let's just get that clear. Or make it clear. English? What is that?
Yeah. What just happened?
Off the rails today. I'm sorry. This is what happens when we don't see each other for a long time.
It's true. We've been busy with the holidays coming up. So, hope you guys enjoyed our last episode. We talk about games, music, and today's topic is
Thanksgiving?
Yeah, Thanksgiving. You're right. It's Thanksgiving for those of you who do celebrate it, but those of you who don't celebrate it, still listen because we talk about not just the gloriness of it, not really. We just talk about Thanksgiving in general. And we also do a segment called Coffee Today where we talk about that one special coffee or tea and we give you some fun facts or recipes for it. So let's get to it with our coffee of the day, which, is a snickerdoodle coffee latte.
That
right?
sounds yummy.
Snickerdoodle is amazing. For those of you who don't agree, you are wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Very wrong.
Snickerdoodle is the best.
It's so good. I have a friend that bakes them. She's a baker. She makes the best freaking snickerdoodle cookies. I think her Instagram tag is "You're So Crazy." I'll put a link in, but yeah, she's really good with that. Shout out to her. That means she has to share it.
Yeah, you have to.
You have to.
It's your responsibility now. We just gave you a shout out.
We did. But she makes a great cakes and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So it's not really a bad thing. But so what you will need for this snickerdoodle latte, you will need a cup and a half of milk. That's a lot of milk. 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar. I didn't know that existed, honestly, until I read this.
Light brown sugar. Yeah.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Well, Natalie would know, but you would know too because you live with her.
True.
Half a cup of espresso, or your own coffee, which is, again, it's your choosing of what you want to put in your coffee, and cinnamon sugar. So what you're going to do, step 1, you're going to pour milk into a small jar, like those mason jars, that has a lid. Add the light brown sugar and cinnamon into it. And then you're going to tighten the lid and you're going to shake it literally for a minute, or it doesn't mix at all because cinnamon and sugar don't really mix with milk that well, especially if it's cold.
If it's cold.
Yeah. And then you're going to remove the lid. You're going to put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Do not put it for over because it's going to get hot really easily. And this is going to boil over. You're going to pour coffee into your mug over, you're going to put a coffee into the mug over the... What did I write here?
Me.
I can't read my own handwriting.
Scribbles, yeah. Although your handwriting is 10 times better than mine.
Ew. No, it's not. Oh, okay. So you're going to pour the coffee into the mug over the warm milk.
Okay.
And then you're going to sprinkle cinnamon on top. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. What did I miss?
You probably missed an ingredient.
No, I did not miss an ingredient. Whipped cream. There we go. But no, it's like you put your coffee in your mug and then you pour the milk with the cinnamon and stuff like that over it, and then you mix it because that's a snickerdoodle. Yeah. And then you put like a whipped cream on top, and then you sprinkle some more cinnamon on top, and there you go. You got yourself a snickerdoodle latte. Yum. If you're gonna make it an ice latte, you're gonna have to still make it hot. Yeah. And then later let it cool it down. I usually put mine in the freezer to do it fast. Or you can do that thing where the bartenders, like, they put it in the mixing cups. And they're like... Yeah. So, I mean, that's how they did it in our Greek episode with the Greek frappe. Oh, yeah. The ice one. Yeah, that's how they did it because they ran out of hot water. Which, okay, cool beans. But yeah, that's how you make a snickerdoodle latte. Show us how you make it. What would you change about it? If you don't use milk, just use soy milk, almond milk. Those are great. Which is good for the lactose people. Yeah.
Very much helps your tummy.
Yes, it helps your tummy. Do not die from it. But yeah, that is the latte. Yum yum yum. My bad for people who don't like that. So yeah, Melissa. Thanksgiving. So,
do you want to give us the facts first, and then we're gonna talk about it, and I will give my opinion, and you can give your opinion.
Yes.
That's how we're gonna roll.
So
let's go. Let's start it.
Let's see. In 1621, the Plymouth colonists and oh my gosh, I can't pronounce this. Wampanoag? Yeah,
I'm probably saying that wrong.
Wampanoag. Yeah, Indians shared a autumn harvest feast that acknowledges today as one of the first Thanksgiving celebrations on the colonies. For more than 2 centuries, days of Thanksgiving were celebrated by individual colonies and states. It was until 1863, in the midst of the Civil War, the President Abraham Lincoln proclaimed a national Thanksgiving Day held each November. So there wasn't really a set day in like 1621. No. It was just like, let's share our harvest together.
Yeah, like later, it wasn't until much later when Abraham Lincoln made it like an annual holiday. But before, it wasn't really like, from what I gathered in the information that I looked at, I just didn't I brought my notes, but I didn't feel like it's necessary because I kind of get the gist of it all. But it's basically that one harvest festival that the Pilgrims had with the Native Americans at the time. It was just that one feast. It wasn't like an annual thing that was going on.
Yeah, it didn't start like that.
Yeah, it was just that one feast that happened, and then the chaos that came after was. Yeah, it was just that's not what's being talked about. Like,
you mean the slaughter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just that one feast that happened in 1628. That is that right? No.
Wait, 1628?
No, it was 1621. 21.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just that one thing that happened, and then now, like later on, Abraham Lincoln was like, "Let's make it an annual holiday."
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln was just all like, "I like this."
Yeah, but let's like tone it down.
Let's tone it down because they were supposed to. Because like when they came on the Mayflower, they were like mostly about the religion. They were trying to spread it about
freedom of religion. That was the whole thing.
Yeah. So yeah, they came here and it's supposed to be like, I mean, it wasn't a feast to like for Thanksgiving. It was just like a feast because they were just trying to like.
It was a good harvest. It was harvest.
That year. Yeah, it was a very good harvest that year. And for like actually 3 years, I forgot what year it was. There was no harvest for a while, and so the priests and them decided
were dying off.
Yeah, they were dying off. Nothing was growing. They were doing bad, so they made it something into like a religious feast. Yeah, and they would just like use whatever they had. Yeah. And along with like the church and the priests and everyone, they just decided to celebrate like that until after a while they were able to get their harvest, and then Abraham Lincoln came in, with the help of the Native Americans. You know, this is not our land technically, so it was just like they started from there, and Abraham was just like, let's make this a holiday. Yeah, because Abraham Lincoln with the tall hat decided to. So yeah, wow. You are just like, did you know they use lobsters and swans on their menu? Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. They just like, cause they grab anything. Cause like supposedly like back in like early 1500s, they considered lobster as like peasant food because it was a bottom feeder.
Yeah.
But then like one of the kings or queens or whatever, the royal court decided to try it out, and it was like really good to them. So they bumped up the price and said, this is like a rich people food. Get your own like a bottom feeder
well, I
to
know
eat.
that like in Alcatraz, they were being fed lobster like every day.
Ugh.
And now they don't do that.
No. Which I'm gonna be completely honest, lobster isn't great.
You're wrong.
Wow. Crabs are better.
Crab is good, but
Crabs is good.
I wouldn't say better.
No, unless I'm just getting really bad like lobster. Don't ever eat lobster at Red Lobster, even though it stands for Red Lobster.
I will say that. Don't eat lobster at Red Lobster.
No, don't do it. Not even crabs.
Yeah, if you're gonna eat lobster, I say go to like an actual like seafood place.
Yeah, like Joe's Crab Shack. It's pretty good.
I've never been there.
Oh. Well, we got to go before they close down. What? I heard they were like 2 years ago.
Oh, dang.
I don't know if it's like for sure, for real or something like that, but it's supposed to. But yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I don't think lobsters is that great to be expensive.
No, I agree.
Yeah, like it shouldn't be that expensive. Like when you go to a restaurant, that shouldn't be like a $50 menu. It's not that great.
Yeah. Well, honestly, we don't really, we buy our lobster and we make it at home sometimes. So.
Okay, well that makes sense. Like if you're buying it fresh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you're buying it fresh, then it makes sense. If you're not buying it fresh, don't do it. But
anyways, back to Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So some more fun facts. Do you know in New York I know. Stop moving in it. In 1817, New York was one of the first several states that actually like consistently celebrated Thanksgiving. It was trying to stay true to its roots.
It's in the East Coast, and that's where like a good chunk of our civilization started. Was like in the East Coast. Was first colonized. Mm-hmm.
First colonized.
Well, it's true.
It's true. Like,
the
honestly.
Pennsylvanias and all of that stuff.
All of that, yeah. Most of the East Coast ones.
Yeah.
They adapted it so much easier than we did in the West because it took a while to travel and, like, the weather
It was
and everything.
a trek.
It was...
Every time I laugh, it makes that noise.
Just move your chair.
But on camera, okay.
Yes.
We're gonna have a short intermission, so cut right here, I guess.
I'm not cutting this.
There's that button.
There we go. Yeah, it's not a horrible thing to move your chair, ma'am.
But it's squeaky.
At least you warned them.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right.
Oh, Melissa, everyone. Great. Awesome. 10 out of 10 right there. But yeah, so with that being said, a little bit like of that info and background on it, what is your intake on Thanksgiving? I don't know if that's a good thing.
Honestly, I feel like we should just, I hate this word now, but we should just cancel Thanksgiving.
Cancel Thanksgiving.
But I honestly don't feel like we should get rid of it entirely. I feel like we should cut it as a day and make it like maybe several days or maybe even a week and just call it like a Native recognition month or week or whatever have you. I feel like it's very much a time where we should take a look at our Native peoples, just for the sheer aspect that we have taken so much from them and have caused them so much misery.
We used their spices back then because we had no spice.
Yeah.
We only had whatever was in the boat, and that was sugar that was probably already wet.
Wet sugar, yum.
Oh, it got stuck on the boat. Imagine. Oh, imagine the stuff growing on it. Ooh.
Ew.
I'm so glad I'm born in this time. But yeah.
But yeah, like I feel like we should at least take time to learn about Native American culture and learn about Native American cuisine.
Yeah.
Learn about some stuff that went on during that time, and just like give Native Americans that time to, you know, how do I say this? Just give them that time, like learn something, or like talk to somebody, or take a moment to recognize or talk about
the culture,
and about the struggle of being a Native American today, because it is a struggle, and
it's a struggle in general for anyone other that's a different ethnicity.
Yeah,
overall.
Honestly, it's just the fact that the reservations are being like slowly but surely disappearing in general, which is such a shame, because it's like it was land that was given to them by our government, and our government keeps screwing them over, and
because they want money.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's what it is.
Because of profit, and that's what the saddest part of it is. It goes into a whole thing of like environment in general, but as far as like land that was given to them and promised to them, and then it's being like slowly but surely taken from them or bought from them by states and like local government, and that is really unacceptable, honestly. Like, if you see like charts and maps of reservations from back then to what they look like now, it's significantly different. It's so wrong.
I feel like a few of them has oil spills too. I was
the
reading
oil
into
spills, the whole Dakota Access Pipeline situation.
That took forever.
I was so in it. I was learning, and I was trying to find out who the Sioux tribe was, what was their plight, like what's the situation, what's going on, and I wanted to know everything. And I did. I made and I don't remember everything because it's been so long now, and I had like obviously things didn't go as planned, but like there are still people there, like, and that's what's crazy to me, and it's really like inspiring to see that people are still fighting, and it's sad that our government isn't giving them the time of day.
No, but they give them like rubber bullets to attack them with. Like, what?
The whole situation was ridiculous, and it was crazy. And at that time, I was still in school, so I was like, dang, like, I can't just drop everything right now, right when I'm almost about to graduate to, like, and, to, you know, be there. Because I did want to go. Because, to me, I was seeing a lot of people around me already going, and I was like, well, I want to go, too. I want to help. I want to put my part in it. Yeah. But, like, I just never got that chance because, like, to me, it was very much a big sacrifice because like just leaving school wasn't an option for me because I was receiving help.
And that's what they were doing too. They were sacrificing their time to make a statement against people who were just like selling all like people's lands and their culture away just for profit so they can get an easy retirement and not have to worry about their life.
It's just like in general, the whole Dakota Access Pipeline situation was such a bad timing thing that because it was during our elections and it was like when Trump was like still like on his move and you know things like that were happening and even President Obama at the time wasn't really listening, and that was the most frustrating because he was already kind of done being the president, and you could tell because he didn't take any action towards what was going on
well, because, like, even if he did do something, like, the new president was just going to do something and take it away.
Exactly.
So I get it, you know what I mean, at the same time, because it was like, because I love Obama. Like, say what you want, love whatever president you want. I don't care.
Dad, come back.
I know. I'm like, Dad, come back. Senpai. No. But, I mean, I do, like, I don't like a lot of what Trump stands for. I don't, like, I'm not going to say I hate the guy. I'm not going to hate you for liking him. Yeah. Do your own thing. It's a
given. Nobody likes him.
And it's like, okay, you know, be respectful towards everyone. Like, we are with you guys. Yeah. But, like, it was just, like, he's just getting to the point. And people were just hating on him because of his, like, his ethnicity and his, like, culture and stuff like that. And it's like, you don't even know the guy and you're hating him. Like, don't yell at me to not hate Trump if you're, like, just because you're going to do the opposite. Like, you're contradicting yourself. Like, I don't hate the guy. I don't hate anyone. Well, I do, but because I know them. But it's just like, and it was this whole ordeal. And it was just like, I get it. You know, I mean, Obama was leaving, but then Trump was trying to say it was okay for a bit.
Yeah.
But then, like, the you know, the soulful people still in the Senate was just like, you can't do that. And so, but it's just, it was like, when are people gonna realize, like, again, with the whole topic about the environment thing, this is our only earth. This does not belong to anyone, really. Yeah. And, like, even if it does belong to the natives, because they were here from the very beginning. Yeah. And yeah, you just came over because you wanted to spread your religious to a new, different, like, part of the world. Yeah. You came over here, and then you're like, this is going to be our land. Like, you guys are so nice to them, and then you slaughter them. Yeah. What? Like, that just, like, that gets me. That's the thing about Thanksgiving is, like, it is about coming together, because the Native Americans and the Pilgrims came together to share their harvest. They were sharing together. Yeah. But the thing is, now, everyone is so stressed about it because you are demanded to either celebrate at your place or you have to go celebrate it with your family. Yeah. And that's more stressful than actually, like, going to it and celebrating it with your family. Yeah. And it's like, it lost its meaning. Like we were saying in the last episode about, like, Christmas is losing its meaning. All these holidays are losing its meanings because, honestly, you don't care about Thanksgiving, really. You just care about eating at Thanksgiving. You care about how many
my brother cares about.
Yeah. And I'm not saying every single one of you guys. I'm saying a majority of the people that I know. Yeah. And if you do know people who actually celebrate Thanksgiving for its holiday, please let us know, because I would like to see and meet more people like that, because
if you're a school teacher, let us know what you teach in class about Thanksgiving, because that's one thing that I was trying to look for when I was doing some of my research for this topic.
See how it's being taught.
Yeah, what are the things that you guys are teaching in your school?
Yeah, because I work with them. Yeah, I work with kids, and they come to me, and they literally tell, because I asked them, what are you learning about Thanksgiving? Mm-hmm. And one girl just very depressingly said about the slaughter of Native Americans and their culture. And I was like, oh my God. But she was, like, very depressed about it because they were learning about a lot of stuff very young too. Like, she was, like, in 3rd grade and she was telling me about this kind of stuff. Yeah, because they're teaching them to be more open-minded. Yeah. And
because, like, I get it, like, elementary school is kind of hard to talk about, like, the decimation of a whole nation or, like, a whole people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like it's very important to be informed, and in our new generations to come, it's important that we discuss these topics because they did happen. Yeah. And that's the gist of it. It's like we need to stop denying that things happened and, like, learn about it and move from there.
Yeah, like, grow, move. You have to learn from the past to grow forward. And that's another thing about, like, our generation. Yeah. Millennials. We are millennials. A lot of people in our generations and, like, Gen Z, right? Z. Yeah. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to get into these arguments because, like, I don't get in arguments with my friends about, like, you know, Trump or about an environment. We actually talk about it because, like, for a while, they literally were saying, like, oh, because you're a left-minded, you're not going to think of anything. I'm like, and you're also a Trump-minded person. You're not going to think of anything that way either. Yeah. You're only going to think about what you want to believe, and if anyone goes against you, you're going to think bad. Yeah. And that's what I was saying. And I was saying, like, the left people.
It's such a, like, conservative state of mind.
Yeah. And it's, like, very narrow-minded. Yeah. Like, tunnel vision.
Let's be a little more progressive here. And we're in 2019. We need to be thinking progressively.
We do.
And rather than brushing things off, let's talk about it. Let's be real
don't
and
be
talk
sensitive about it either. Yeah. Like, you have to accept it to grow. Like, you have to accept your own flaws in life, just like we have to as a nation, and to grow. And it is progressively, you know, happening. It's taking a bit, but it's happening. Yeah, it is. And, you know, for those of you who are open, you know, you're doing great. You're doing good. Yeah. Just keep it going.
Keep it up.
Encourage others. Like, keep it up.
Keep it up.
I still have a lot of very sensitive friends, especially on my Facebook, where people are just, like, slandering, like, you know, other people because of what they like. They don't even get to hear their side of the story. I always try asking, well, why do you like so-and-so? Why do you like this? Why do you like that? So I can get their full side. I'm not going to be like, F you and blah, 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 blah. No, because you lost your argument at that point. Yeah. But in the moment
honestly,
you lose
once you start being confrontational is when you lose the argument.
You lose it, yeah.
It's like, don't... Like, keep an open mind about a conversation. It's like, have that conversation. Don't get defensive. Yeah. Just, like, listen to what people are saying Give them that opportunity, and then you can place your own opinion about a situation, and don't be defensive, because that doesn't.
That's how
help.
It helps. Yeah, that's how it happens.
Yeah, it happens
my
all
bad.
the time.
Yeah, and that's what people don't like. I have kids who always get defensive over every little thing, and I'm like, this is not going to help you. And I tell them every single time, you start giving me attitude back, or you start getting confrontational with me, you lost your argument already. We're not talking about this anymore. And I've been teaching them that, and they've been actually like, they've been dropping their confrontation. They've actually been talking to me. And these are 4th and 5th graders, mind you. Like, they drop stuff and they're all like, okay, well, I just didn't like it when this happened. I go, okay, but was that okay? And they're like, okay, no, I understand. I'm like, it's okay to like be mad, but you need to control it. Yeah. And that's what I tried telling the kids I work with. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to be upset. Yeah. But don't let that control who you are.
Yeah, exactly. And don't let it control your decision making either, because let me tell you.
That's me. Like, all the time, I get defensive, especially when you talk about me. Like, if you tell me, like, oh, someone did say you get so confrontational, I'm like, excuse me? I thought, what? What'd you say about me? Like, that's how I am. And that's
how
I get.
Me.
Yeah, you don't know who I is, where I come from. Man.
I like that too sometimes, but I'm just like...
Yeah, like...
Reel it back.
I'm like, okay,
I'm like, they don't know me, they don't know me, they don't know
They
me.
don't understand who I am. They don't understand who I am. Yeah, I get like that a lot. And I'm just like, don't be like this. Yeah, it gets annoying for myself. But like, yeah, so it's just like, we need to understand more of like the Native American culture and understand like people just also, okay, it was a big thing last year. I'm going to repeat it from last year. But if you are not a Native American culture, you should not be doing Native American makeup tutorials that are very offensive. Because that was a whole thing last year. People weren't actually doing their research. They were just doing it from the costumes they saw during like,
for, like Halloween. Yeah.
Well, it was like Halloween, and people were doing makeup for Thanksgiving. And like, there was this, I forgot her name, but she was doing a rant about how people would just like do the makeup just so they can get the views kind of thing. And it was like offensive makeup too also.
Well, it was like this whole thing that happened with like cultural appropriation and stuff.
Yeah.
That was a whole thing. And I think it's still going on, which
it's semi
like that's a whole I think that's another topic that we can talk about, but as far as my views on it, it's like I accept and appreciate people taking the time to recognize my culture or whatever culture they are trying to learn or whatever. If you're trying to learn about something, that's completely fine.
Yeah.
But if there's definitely a way to go about things.
Yeah.
For sure.
There is. And it's just like, even if you did do your research and stuff like that, and you are doing like a beauty vlog of it, you know, at least say it when you're trying to do it.
When you're doing your makeup, like, you know, spit facts, you know, like make it a point to educate people when you're doing your makeup. It's not about just, you know, hey, this is my makeup tutorial and blah, blah, blah. Let's like, okay, this is my makeup tutorial. Let's talk about it. Like, that's another way you can go about things too, you know. I think there's so many array of things that you can do to educate people at the same time doing your own thing. Yeah,
and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, at least you're proving that I've done my research. Yeah. These are the facts I found. Yeah. This is my sources. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to even be fully in depth. Just, you know, say whatever bullet points you have remembered and talk about it a little bit. It's not that hard.
It's not. No, it's not.
Like,
and it's just, So, I mean, like, Thanksgiving itself is kind of losing its meaning, just like how Christmas is kind of losing its meaning.
Which I'm a little bit okay with, because not all the facts are there for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no one.
And like I said, I'd much rather just like get rid of Thanksgiving in general and make it something completely different.
I feel like they should put October where March is, Thanksgiving in the middle of summer, and then Christmas has its own thing, because I feel like they're so close together, no one can really acknowledge it. So it's just like, I feel like they should just mix and match, honestly. Like, I feel like as a nation, we should just switch months around, and then March becomes in October's place, so it's the 10th month instead of the 3rd month. I'm just saying. Like,
it
also
would work if the seasons wouldn't clash with it.
Well, no. March has a new season now. They get new seasons with new holidays. Okie dokie artichoke. Like, let's just, yeah. Yeah. That's what I think. Honestly, like, I was just thinking, I'm like, if I would have, because one of the kids asked me, what would I change about the world? Like, not world, but they were saying, like, if there's things you can change, like time and like country names and stuff like that, what would you change? And one of them was like, I would change how the holidays are spread out. Because I would honestly would like a holiday where we have a Monday off once or twice a month. I would love that so much, because I feel like so right now, because of all the Mondays are off coming soon, and I'm just like, oh God, the rest of this year is gonna be heck. Like, I would change that. I mean, to me, I would. But
interesting.
Yeah. Or like what you just said, like Thanksgiving, like the acknowledgement of Native American cultures. I feel like this should be their month. I mean, we all get a month. Yeah. I feel like they should.
But yeah, like I said, like my curiosity is more towards what schools are teaching now about Thanksgiving. And I know that some schools are like not really talking about it anymore, more focusing on like the harvest time aspect of November and October, because both of them are like times of harvest. But they do like harvest celebrations in some schools.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we have a
Pilgrims and Native Americans.
Yeah, we have a harvest festival at the school. Yeah. Yeah. It's not, they don't talk about, like, they don't call it Halloween. They don't really celebrate it at the schools anymore, because not a lot of people do. Yeah. And that's fine. They don't acknowledge Thanksgiving really, but when they do, they say, like, for those of you who do, this is what happens. They don't celebrate Christmas really. Yeah, they don't, like, they do talk about, like, but they call it like the holiday. Like, big holiday coming up, so they call it that. Or like, was it, instead of having like a Christmas party, they call it the winter festival. Oh, interesting. Which, you know, you can go around it.
That's kind of cool, because it's like really inclusive.
Yeah.
So it's,
and
like,
it's not just
not everyone celebrates Christmas.
Yeah, like we have Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Yule, right? Yeah, that's what you mentioned. Yeah, Yule. So I mean, like they try incorporating everything so no one feels excluded, because no one really wants to feel excluded. So, which I understand.
I remember that was the whole thing too, like with the Starbucks cups.
I just thought it was a red cup. I didn't think of anything more than that. I don't understand that whole ordeal. I mean, it came out with cool designs because people drew on them, and they sold it the year following. But I didn't understand why people just got mad over a red colored cup.
It was also like the whole thing where they got rid of Santa on the cups or something like that. I think. Oh, I don't remember that much.
Just put the Coca-Cola polar bear on it. That's fine. That's Santa, right?
Yeah, I mean. Like
that's who I
asked for. Like penguins and stuff on there with like holiday outfits.
Yeah, I know. Shoot, that's a cool design. Why don't you have us design your stuff, guys? Shoot. Yeah, it was crazy to hear that people were like getting upset over a red cup. Yeah. Because it's like red for Christ, something like that, Christmas?
I have no idea. I don't even remember what the argument was. I would just know that a lot of people were losing their
minds over it. Yeah. Or like one time, this one person I read on their Twitter, because they just didn't like how simple it was, because they were spending so much money on a drink, and I was like, then don't buy it. Like, you know what you can do? Don't buy.
Yeah. Make your own
drink. Make your own coffee at home. Have you ever heard of a coffee machine? That exists for a long time. Like, it was crazy to hear that kind of stuff. And I was just like, over a freaking... Because my mom was listening to it because her coworkers were talking about it. And one of her crazy coworkers was saying, because I think she was... I forgot what she was, but she was like, that's why I said Christ, because she's like, it's about Christ, and you're just gonna put a red on it? Like, who do you think you are? I'm like, I wear red. Who do I think I am? Elisa wearing red. Like, she's crazy though, honestly. She's crazy.
I just feel like people should put more of that type of energy into things that actually matter.
Right? Like, things that do,
I'd much rather you be more outraged towards the treatment of Native Americans than about a red cup. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, think about it. Like,
our priorities are so off. That's what it is. It's so bad too. It's just like, yeah.
It's so crazy.
It's bad.
Yeah.
But
those are a good chunk of our thoughts on the whole the whole situation.
That is, and we can go more into depth about it if you guys would like to, or if any of you guys would like to leave a comment about what your thoughts on Thanksgiving, or honestly the holidays in general.
And what do you do on
what do you do on Thanksgiving? Yeah. How many plates do you eat? I wanna know. Like,
I have one big ass plate.
That's all you. I have 4, but 2 of those are desserts. So
true.
Yeah.
True.
So I mean, because I don't like turkey, so I'm like,
you don't like turkey? You're wrong for that.
I'm just wrong today.
Apparently, turkey. It's so good.
Ham's good, but turkey no. Not to me. It's not my palate. It's not my palate.
I guess so. It's not for everybody. It just makes you sleepy.
Yeah, that's why I don't eat it. I'm like, not today. This is sponsored by Elite 23 Shopping. If you need some winter clothes and would like to check out some of our amazingly designed clothes ourselves, come support your local artists, guys. Please, please share our art. Check out our store, again, Elite 23 Shopping, for 30% off your whole purchase using discount code CBP. It's on the screen. Check out our Instagram at e23g.e. e23g.e. Check it out. Give us a little following, and for YouTube.
Oh, if you like what we're doing here, please leave a like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more notifications.
Ring. Go do it, guys. Spread it. Thank you for all our followers and for all the comments that we get in every episode, especially the views. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do. Hey, that rhymed. My next career. Bye.